angels, welcome back to Your Own University TV, where we're going to talk about what sets you apart from everybody else in the world, because nobody can be you but you. So in today's episode, we're going to bust through some serious barriers, because I bet you know exactly what you need to do in order to reach the goals that you have for yourself in health, in wealth, and in love. All right, so if there's one thing that I've learned after coaching for 10 years now, people come to me and they say, I want to get healthy. I want to shift my health in some way. Maybe they want to release weight. Maybe they want to gain weight. Maybe they just want to overall feel healthier. A lot of them have autoimmune diseases of some sort like MS or Crohn's or other things that have come up from trauma. And they're like, I want to shift this. So the first thing is we go through all of their shoulds, right? So here's the ticket here. You have a list of shoulds. So write down all the things that your doctors, your friends, you've read in books, you believe on some level that you should be doing, that you aren't doing to be the healthiest version of yourself that you can be. Once you have this list written down, I want you to scratch it out and scrape it up. But you're clear on it, right? Because shoulds really produce guilt and shame. Who wants to go in and do anything that's gonna make you feel like crap if you don't do it? And yeah, it might make you feel better if you do it, but does it really make you happy? And when it comes to your physical well-being, mental, physical, emotional well-being, all of it, it really matters that you are enjoying yourself, right? It will keep you going a long term. The question that I ask my clients when it comes to health and well-being is, well, what will you do? What will you do? Or if you could do anything, what would you do, right? And we talk about two major areas. What would you eat and how would you move, right? Because we know that that's important to maintain our health and well-being to the utmost of our ability. So first, what would you do to move? If you could do anything, what would you do to move? I have clients that are going to the gym and absolutely hate it, and really, when it comes down to it, they're interested in soccer or basketball or going dancing, and they're not doing those things because they don't feel like that's fitness. Oh, that's fitness. I have others that are doing like weight training and all this stuff, and they really aren't really enjoying it. They want to get out and do something else. They would prefer to spend an hour or 2 hours a couple times a week going on long hikes and getting outside in nature, and that's what fills them up. So they know what they will do if they were willing, but they're spending all of their time doing what the books say they should do, or what the personal trainer said that they should do, or what they read, the expert said that they should do. So my question for you about movement and your physical health is, what will you do? What are you willing to do in order to be healthy and happy? And add that into today. The same goes for your eating. What will you do? And each and every day, when you're thinking long term, don't change your diet for a moment in time. Like, think long term when you're shifting and changing your diet. That's going to continuously make you healthier and healthier and healthier as time goes on, and create this ageless beauty within you and your physicality. Okay, let's talk about love. Love is the next big reason people call me. I want to find my soulmate. I want to fall in love with myself and have more self-confidence. I want to fall in love with all the people around me. I have problems with my mother, my brother, my sister, my uncle, and I want to finally get over all these issues that I have with all these people because I'm not loving any of it, right? So again, we look at all these situations and we're like, well, what should I do? Well, I should be this way and I should be that way. And there's so many books on how you should be, whether it's how you should look at men in relationships or women in relationships, how you should be a good daughter, good brother, good sister, good aunt, good uncle, good cousin, right? How you should interact with your family. There's all this stuff on the shoulds. But when it comes to relationships and love, to switch this. So when it comes to relationships and love, we're gonna just boil this down to two little categories. One, how can I find my soulmate or or better my soulmate relationship? And 2, how can I love myself? Because truly the deepest soulmate relationship you're going to have is the one with yourself. And your true soulmate or twin flame relationship is going to mirror back to you what you feel about yourself anyway. So we're kind of, enlivening 2 birds with 1 stone, even though that's killing 2 birds with 1 stone. I'm not quite sure how that works. All right. That said, how would you love yourself? How do you want to be loved? Instead of looking at how you should love and how somebody should treat you, how willing are you to love yourself? What will you do to love yourself today? So at Your Own University, we have 365 days of love letters for you to help you try on loving yourself in different ways, physically, mentally, emotionally, spiritually, right? And nurturing these relationships in your life. And so how are you willing to love yourself? And how are you willing to allow yourself to be loved? Because when you love yourself, that soulmate relationship is going to come in and mirror that back to you in a way that is very profound. Now, don't get me wrong. Their crap and your crap is still going to come up. That's how much our souls love us. We are on this soul journey through the lessons of enlightenment to our, in our own university. That's our earth walk, I believe. It's this like school university of self-mastery. But to really have a beautiful relationship, to call in your soulmate relationship, or to create a soulmate relationship in the relationship that you're already in, it is so beautifully important to really look at what are you willing, how much are you willing to love yourself? Are you willing to love yourself enough to say no? Are you willing to love yourself enough to set boundaries? Are you willing to love yourself enough to stand up for yourself like you would somebody that you love? Right? That's huge, 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 huge. So look at what you're willing to do rather than how you should be in all of those relationships, and start with yourself, and everything else will fall into place. The third area that people call me about all the time is business. I want to get my book out. I want to speak on stage. I want to do what you're doing. And I'm like, okay, how do you do this? I want to build a coaching practice. I want to learn how to be a coach. I want to learn how to be a yoga instructor, right? This is what I do. It's really fun. But when it comes to this, it's not about finding that place or getting the degree or even putting in the work to speak and write. What it's meant to do when you're looking at your purpose is what lights up your heart. So instead of shoulding, I should go to school, I should get this degree, I should hire this person, I should go to this retreat, I should, because everybody says I should do this. What are you willing to do? Are you willing to take the time to invest 2 hours a day, 2 hours a week in writing a book that is on your heart and on your soul? Are you willing to put in the effort it takes to get a coaching certification, to get the knowledge that you need to ask those powerful questions to your clients and allow them to see deeper into their own reality and their own destiny? Are you willing to go in and do the trainings that are required? Put in the time to become whatever degree, or study for your real estate license, or go in and do anything that requires you to put effort into it. And anything that's worth your while, and when it comes to work, is going to require something. Even if you go in and you apply for your dream job, are you willing to go into work every day with a smile on your face and say yes and jump into the projects and do the best you can, no matter where you are on that ladder of success? This is what it takes to be successful, not a shoulda, woulda, coulda. So if you're listening to all the shoulds, stop it and ask yourself, what am I willing to do to take this to the next level? What do I already know I need to do to take this to the next level? Because you know what you need to do in order to be healthy. You know what you need to do in order to make your relationship really, really great. You know what you need to do in order to have the career and be on the career path that you really desire to be on. Now, are you willing to do all of those things? And the only thing that could stand in your way is if you're looking at these things from a place of I should do this, from a place of guilt, right? So if you want to go deeper and like dig through this a little bit more and a little bit more perspective and a different viewpoint, go ahead and make a complimentary single session with me, and I'll tell you more about how I work, and we'll also get through one of these major shoulds for you so you can figure out what you're willing to do and put it into action to create more success and fulfillment in your life, because you deserve it. The world deserves it. If you like this episode, please click like, send a comment and say yes, give us a thumbs up, and subscribe to our channel because we love you and we want more subscribers so more people can get this, because that's how YouTube works. We need you. And thank you so much for joining us today.